Hello. I know this is a page or a channel for psychic readings. However, I've just found out recently that most likely, because I've not been diagnosed, self-diagnosed, that I am autistic. And obviously have been all my life, because it just stemmed from childhood onwards. It doesn't usually start halfway through your life. So now I'm currently 59 and just didn't know. However, the reason that I was looking into it, one, my grandson was diagnosed 5-6 years ago with autism. He's now 13. And we've got other grandchildren. I've got other grandchildren also we're looking at for the same thing. And of course, nowadays they are more up on it in schools. They notice signs and what have you, that struggles that the children are having. And so it is more likely that they're diagnosed, which is very much a good thing. And obviously, you know, it is only recent that they've started doing that, really. So lots and lots of people up until recently have gone through the net, so to speak, and, you know, haven't been diagnosed with it. Not that you have to be diagnosed with it. You can possibly be managing perfectly well. I mean, I've got to 59 years and, you know, I'm not dead yet. So yeah, it's quite strange, really, and liberating at the same time, because I always had a feeling that I don't understand myself, whereas I can understand other people a lot more. I don't understand why I react and why I do things in a certain way, and sometimes specifically to do with situations to do with friendships, or to do with just see, I'm being autistic now. I've forgot my the words don't always come easily to me, and I think that's kind of a nervous thing. Right, so in social situations I can manage, you know, I can do a little bit of small talk, but I sort of steer away from it. So at the moment, for instance, I'm doing a job, I'm just cleaning in offices, but it is a full-time job, you know, there's quite a lot to do. And I go through the different offices, and some of them are quiet, some of them are like loud, and you know, it's a warehouse as well. So, but when it comes to friendships and things, I find it very hard. I love people, and I do like to get into conversations with people, but I just find it difficult to be myself, because really, I think deep down I want to just blurt out things that I'm interested in and want to talk about, rather than going through the how are you, you know, what's your day been like, you know, da-di-da-di-da, what's such a else doing and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of like I want to start, how have you got on with such a thing, you know, how are you emotionally, you know, after such a thing's happened, and that sort of thing. We can't really just do that, can you? So all the way through my life, you know, obviously I'm masking everything, and I've masked to the extent of where everybody thinks, and I did as a child as well, everybody thinks I'm really quiet, everybody thinks she's a bit off. Perhaps sometimes I don't speak, and perhaps people think I'm a bit, you know, I think I'm too good or something like that to speak to them, but it's absolutely not. It's the opposite. I feel that I can't find the right words to say in a situation. So now I'm going on quite a lot. I came on here to just say that you might feel that, you know, you've got through life okay, maybe you're you're autistic, you're diagnosed autistic, so you kind of know where I'm coming from, perhaps, because I mean there are lots of, I found out over these last few weeks only, because I didn't really look into it even though my grandson was autistic. Over the last few weeks I did the tests online, which, and I was doing the test thinking, yeah, but I could choose that one and I could choose that. I'm not quite sure because I want to be that and I want, sometimes I'm that and sometimes I'm that. It's kind of confusing, and I thought I'm probably not autistic because I'm, edging my bets with this, imagining what is and what isn't and stuff like that. But it still came out that I was, and quite a long way along this the spectrum, in terms of numbers. Because apparently you can't just be a little bit autistic, you are fully autistic, but you have different variations of, what's the word? Different variations of, excuse me, I thought I was just getting dementia, to be fair. Different variations of different parts. Sorry. And I'm not going to cut this out because then it's obvious, isn't it? Even if it wasn't before, it probably was anyway, because when I'm doing my readings, I can't remember all the words, and I do cut a lot of it out because, and it looks like you're cutting things out because, you think that's wrong and stuff like that, and then you're adding bits, but it's not like that. It's just that I can't remember what I'm trying to say or stuff like that. So yeah, I forgot where I was up to now. Right, okay. So with, you might be autistic already, you might know you're autistic, you might have done the test like me and think, well, I probably am. You might even have done the test thinking you are and you're not, and there's something going on there, but it's not quite the same thing. And you might be thinking, well, I've got people around me who I think are autistic, that sort of a thing, but I'm not quite sure. And, it does give you a good start to look on the online tests. I'm thinking, I don't want to go for a diagnosis, one, because it's a long drawn out thing, two, because I've got to 59 and I've managed anyway, and three, because they might say, no, you're not, and I'll be saying, yes, I bloody well am. Sorry. Because, yeah, I'm a bit of a weird one. And probably everybody else has thought it anyway, but, it's just me thinking that I'm doing things to the book. And I've not been. So, yeah, it's really interesting. I'm just wondering, and I'm putting this out there, and I'm going to put it on there in all my stupid glory, for anybody to make a comment down below and to say, yes, I am, or yes, I might be, or whatever, and I'm interested in you doing some videos to help in some way, to help us. Especially when we've been diagnosed later and it's like, whoa, what? Is that what's going on with me all these years? And I've been masking, and what am I underneath the mask and all that sort of a thing. Or who am I underneath the mask? Just this strange person. But, is everybody neurotypicals? That's the people who aren't autistic. They've got their quirks as well, perhaps. And, this is looking very generally. I'm probably saying it all wrong here. I shouldn't be saying it, but that's not us and them, because, we're all different anyway, and we've all got different quirks, and does it matter anyway? But I'm just interested in other people as well, if you've had difficulties, and just like build a community perhaps. I'm going to just put it out there and see if I get anybody that's interested in this, me opening up to it, and trying to do some videos on it, because I'm just very interested in this. I'm also interested in how many people, I think there must be many that are undiagnosed. I think perhaps even half the population, 3/4 of the population, who knows, you know, it might be that there's so many of us with that sort of, and it's just a brain thing. It's just how your brain is wired, apparently, slightly different to typical. So is there more people that are actually on the autistic spectrum and we just don't know it? The neurotypical. Put that one out there. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting, or even funny if not. So yeah, I'll see if anybody wants to comment, who wants me to go with this. You know, put a yes if you're interested in me doing some videos on this. Lots and lots of love, light, and laughter. Yes, we want laughter. We want fun. We want jolly. We want light-hearted. We want love. We want to feel good, don't we? I think so.